Hey, what's up everybody, it's Chronofahx, your time-traveling kitsune, and welcome to Zelda Fridays, continuing with Twilight Princess. So, how are you guys doing today? I am doing pretty well myself. I was really surprised by how many people liked my gibberish short that I released yesterday. Okay, it didn't do super well on TikTok, but on YouTube Shorts, it surprisingly did pretty well, actually. I was a little surprised by that. I just kind of put it on there as just like, maybe it'll get a few hundred views, maybe it'll, make a few people laugh, but it actually became a pretty decent hit, and kind of surprised by that, but that's kind of the thing about content creation that I've been finding out. Some of the worst things, or some of the things you don't expect to succeed, end up being your biggest successes. I don't know what it is about it, but that's just kind of what happens, honestly. Also, I am peaking hard according to my waveforms. I have no idea why. Maybe because okay, so I changed my mic position a little bit, try and get better sound, because that is always one thing that I constantly need to improve is sound. Especially considering that in the past, a lot of my early content, it had terrible sound. I'll just put it that way. I had awful sound. Like, I actually went back to try and rewatch some of my old streams, kind of see how far I came, and I couldn't watch it for more than 5 seconds because of just how bad the sound was. Actually, I wonder if I should go back and remake some of those old stuff. Like, I would love to go back and revisit Okami at some point because, well, the sequel is coming out soon-ish. As soon as Capcom can freaking give us a freaking release date, that would be nice. But also because I kind of want to give it another shot, you know, give it my own personal touch now that I've evolved a lot more in the past year and a half since I started streaming. So, yeah, plus I would like to do a bit more research and actually to say, and say more about the stuff that's in Okami other than, this is a reference to Japanese mythology. This is a Japanese fairy tale. I actually go into what these fairy tales are and actually be a bit better about describing things. So, yeah, let me know if you're interested in seeing me revisit old games that I've already covered, because I would love to know. I'd love to know your thoughts. But with that said, let's go over the rules of the stream real quick. First, no bullying, no politics or religion allowed. I just try to keep things to the game or things that I'm talking about. Kind of want to be a chill guy, just playing games, you know, just having a good time, and I kind of want that to reflect in the chat. And yeah, I think that'll be about it. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into the game. So, last time, we completed Lakebed Temple, but got our butts handed to us by Zant, and now we are stuck in our wolf form, until we can find the Master Sword. And on top of that, a giant barrier has been built around Hyrule Castle, meaning we cannot no longer go there. So, our first goal is to go up near where the Forest Temple kind of is. And actually, do I have a portal up there? What is it, my dude? Yes, I do. Okay. Let's just warp there. Alright. So let's run over, and I think I go right about... Yep, there we go. There's the monkey. Alright, looks like we are fighting some puppets. Ah! Actually, what am I doing? These things could go down pretty easily. I don't need to do Midna's attack. Did you save me? Thank you. Listen, since you're so nice, let me tell you something. There's a really pretty wooded area on the other side of this cliff. I climbed over there, but when I tried to get deeper into the woods, those guys attacked me. What's in those woods anyway? That sure is a pretty forest. You know, the one I found over there, on the other side of the cliff. If you're going, please be careful. Your smell, it's so familiar. Smells a bit like the green-clad prince who helped me out once. Sorry, little monkey, this ain't the Princess and the Frog. Okay, this ain't the Frog Prince. Alright. So there's another section of forest beyond this cliff. Alright, my dude, let's go. Alright, so next... Hop, hop, hop. There's a couple keys overhead. Not a problem. Alright. Let's book it, book it, book it, book it, book it, book it. There we go. So now I just need to wait for the winds to change. Load that over. There we go. Alright, can I get on the tightrope? Because last time I tried doing a bunch of tightrope stuff, it would not let me. Whoa! See, even though I was like perfectly straight on, it did not let me go on the tightrope initially. That happened a lot last time when I was doing the Midnight's Lament section too. I don't know why it's not functioning right. Alright. It's like we got into this stone. Screwed up a bunch, but I got it. And yet another familiar tune. The prelude of light from Ocarina of Time. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Once we gain access to our human form again, just need to fight him south of Hyrule Castle Town. Anyways, let's go in. Welcome to the Sacred Grove. Oh, wait. Ah. Dang it. Let's see if I can wing it. Huh? I winged it. Nice. Zelda's Lullaby. So that little imp is the Skull Kid. Yes, as in the same Skull Kid from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Quite the redesign that they got, eh? I mean, he went from kind of a scarecrow with like a bird feet thing to now having more of a straightforward imp design. And I'm not entirely sure if I like it more or less. Because with the Skull Kid, it definitely makes him feel a lot more unique compared to other imp-like characters. But on the other hand, the Twilight Princess design isn't bad, and to be fair, he's still plenty creepy. Which I think it's the idea. Also, that instrument that he is playing are the Deku pipes, as in the same instrument that Deku Link plays in Majora's Mask, only smaller and much smaller. Alright, so yeah, right now what we're doing is just basically playing a nice little game of hide and seek. Have to find Skull Kid while avoiding his endless armies. Alright, climb up. So yeah, my advice, ignore the puppets for now and just look for Skull Kid. And if you want to find him quickly, just listen out for him playing Saria's song on those pipes. Let's see. Maybe over this way? No. Oh. Run away, run away. I don't have any healing. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, what? No matter how many times you defeat these things, they keep coming back, my dude. We gotta lay down a field of dark energy and beat them all at once. Midna, I've barely been fighting these things. Why did you do the prompt that says that, you know, these things are endless spawning? Alright, I think I found him. Past this waterfall. Don't hit me! Nope, 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 nope. Hiya! And, oh yeah, I don't think I can warp out of here. I don't think. Oh! I can warp out. I probably shouldn't, otherwise I think I lose all of my progress with this, but it's an option. Oop. Run away, run away, run away. Okay, so this way? Maybe? Oh! Apparently I still do have access to my fairy in my wolf form. Okay. I didn't realize that. Oop, he sounds nearby. Maybe up here. Man, these puppets are very determined little guys, aren't they? Alright, up here should be... Yes! Gotcha! Also, I love the little detail that it's a leaf that he's wearing, like, almost like a cape, or... Yeah, as a cape. That's a fun little detail. Go this way. Wow, he's stomping so hard he's shaking the earth. And that's without the Majora's Mask to power him up. That's quite a bit of power you gained there, buddy. Alright. So now we're actually fighting the Skull Kid rather than just playing with him. So, defeat all his cronies, and then wait for him to start playing his instrument. Summon more of his army. There! Gotcha! If you try to attack him when he's not playing, he will warp away. Alright, so we take down all of the puppets. Alright. Gotcha! I think one more hit ought to do it. Because with video games, it's usually a rule of 3 with these kinds of things. So hop down, and let's defeat some more puppets. Gotcha. Oop. Okay, so I don't need to take down all of them, but most of them. I need to take... Gotcha! Bye! Alright. Here we go. And... oh no. No, please, no. This is always the worst part of the game for me. Alright. Let's do it. Yeah, do your whole thing. No, of course I don't know the solution by heart. Well, I appreciate the pun there because, yeah, the entire board is a giant heart. We are guardians of this land. Guide us to where we once stood. Only then can you enter the true sacred grove. So yeah, we got ourselves a sliding puzzle, and I'm gonna be very blunt. I am terrible at sliding puzzles. So this may take a while. Basically, you control the directions that these guys go. One will go in the same direction as you, the other will go in the opposite direction. And your goal is to get both statues onto those two pedestals at the same time. As a kid, this puzzle drove me nuts. Because again, I was not good at sliding puzzles, so I think that was the wrong way. This way? So I just struggled hard, and usually I ended up just looking at a guide. Alright, so maybe this was the right way to go. So you don't want to go that way, otherwise the statue will crush me. This way? No, I don't think this was the right solution. I can always reset the puzzle. So let's try again. I can't skip that. Okay, let's try going this way. That way. Go like this, maybe? No, that's just doing the same solution, just in an opposite direction. But then again, because there are opposites, maybe that could be what I was missing the whole time. No, that wasn't it. I freaking hate this puzzle. Can't go either way, so I need to go left or right first. Otherwise, I get crushed either way. See, you'll crush me if I go that way. I do not remember this puzzle at all. Wait a second. Didn't the HD version make this puzzle easier than the original? Possibly, but at the same time, I'm playing Hero mode, which is technically the harder mode, so I don't really know. Body slam! Try again. Try right. Want this guy to get out of the bottom. So try and match them up a little bit more. Now I'm starting to remember why I don't play Twilight Princess as often as other 3D Zelda games. But then again, I think the 3D Zelda game that I played the least is probably Wind Waker. So, I don't know. This is one of the puzzles I know by heart because of the painted. To be fair, there are puzzles like that in the Zelda series that are like that, and there's even one later on in this very game that I do have memorized because of how much pain it put me through, but this one was surprisingly not one that I really took to heart. Hang on, let me try something. Maybe keeping this guy down in the corner might be the solution? Or part of the solution? Because I'm worried, because I was constantly worried about just getting him out of the hole initially. Alright, go down. I think I figured it out. Okay, okay. So down there. Like this. And there we go, finally. Took me a few tries, but I got it. Yeah, let's go! Go now to the sacred place, beast. We yield passage to the sacred grove. The sword accepted you as its master. That line has so much more impact after you played Skyward Sword. This thing is the embodiment of the evil magic that Zant cast on you. It's definitely different from our tribe's shadow magic. Careful, if you touch it, you'll turn back into a beast. This thing's too dangerous. It's probably for the best if we just leave it here, huh? But on the other hand, if we kept it, you'd be able to transform into a beast anytime you wanted. Yes, since Zant was kind enough to give us this to us, we should be thankful and use it all we can. If you need it, just call me. I want to keep a low profile, so I'll hide in your shadow when you're human, but I can change you whenever. You can be a wolf anytime you like. Also, thanks to this thing, you can warp whenever you want by switching into wolf form. Hey, but listen, my dude. I've got a little favor to ask. Would you mind coming with me to find something called the Mirror of Twilight? It's hidden somewhere in Hyrule. Yes, the Mirror of Twilight, our last potential link to Zant. That is so cute in that scene. Oh my gosh. It's the way that she rests her head on Link's shoulder. The cute little way that she put her hands behind her back and slip back into your shadow. It's so cute. Anyways, first, the Master Sword, the blade of evil's bane. Those with evil hearts cannot touch it. It does double damage compared to the Ordon sword, and is generally the best weapon that you can wield normally. But if you want to, you could go back to the Ordon sword if you wish to put more of a challenge on yourself. I will not, because I'm already doing a challenge battle with hero mode. And just as Minta said, we can transform back and forth between Wolf Link and Human Link, which means we can also warp at any time that we wish to. And an extra benefit if you're playing the HD version and with the Wii U gamepad, there's a little button that allows you to instantly switch. Whereas in the past, you just had to talk to Minna and then select transform into wolf or transform into human. It's a nice little quality of life change. I'm happy with that. Alright, so I think there's something in here that I want to grab. Yes, there it is. So get out the Gale Boomerang and grab that. It's a male snail. And there's a destroyed treasure chest down here and nothing else. So there's not much else that we can do right now because we can't really leave back into the Lost Woods or... No, wait, we can. We can. And too bad that we can't really do any day changing because as soon as you unlock your ability to transform back and forth between human and wolf link, basically that's your prime opportunity to start hunting for Poes. But it needs to be nighttime in order to get all the Poes. And unlike other Zelda games that have some sort of time thing where there's an ability to change whether it's day or night, this game is completely absent. You have to sit and wait for night to come. Oh, I guess this Poe is available even during the daytime. Guess I was mistaken on this one, but for the rest of them, yes, you need to have it be nighttime, and there is no way to change it between day and night freely. You just have to sit around and wait. Which, why? Why couldn't they have included some method of changing day or night? Okay, in the original release, I could have at least excused it a little bit, but for an HD remake that did a lot of other quality of life changes, I'm surprised that adding in a day and night changer thing wasn't one of them. I genuinely don't get that decision. Alright, so you need to be careful. Okay, there we go. That took out two of these guys. Stun you. There we go. But yeah, because of the lack of that kind of day-night cycle thing, This makes Twilight Princess probably one of the more annoying Zelda games 100%. It's not the longest. I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom win that award, but this one definitely feels the longest because of how much you have to sit around and wait in order to do the Poe hunting. Gotcha. And for defeating all these, yes. Come on. There we go. For that we get, ooh, piece of heart. So we'll go ahead and warp out. And let's go ahead and leave. So the first stop that I actually want to make is I want to go to Kakariko real quick. Because I think something has unlocked there that I want to go and pick up. Now I just need to get out of sight because if you transform out in the open... Oh. I guess this isn't out in the open. If you're near humans and you try to transform, Midna will say, no, somebody will see you and they'll cause a panic. It's kind of dumb, especially... Okay, Hyrule Castletown I get, but Kakariko, you could just... I mean, you could just go up to them and say, hey, I could transform into a wolf. And then break your bones and transform right in front of them. Pretty sure they would be understanding. If you sat down and explained it to them. I don't get that. Alright. Oh, you're still not selling the Hawkeye. But at least I can start on this thing. Welcome to Malomart. I have no idea why I'm doing the half-toad voice. I have heard from a reliable source that shops in Hyrule Castletown are gouging prices, crushing folks under the thumb of commerce. Well, fear not, brother, for Malomart has proposed a townspeople relief plan as an answer to the limitations of the common man. Phase 1, repair the broken bridge leading from West Castletown to the field in order to improve traffic. Phase 2, buy that Hyrule Castletown shop and sell products to the town at reduced prices. You have heard me right, brother. There is a problem, however. The finances for the execution of this glorious plan are lacking. Please, brother, offer some financial support to aid in the purchase of the Castletown shop for the benefit of the people. You're 1,000 short. I only got 500, but I kind of consider this important to do. So halfway through the goal. Alright, so now what I want to do is... Well, first I'm going to go and just get regular bombs. I don't think I need it. Actually, no, there's one more use of water bombs that I want to take care of real quick. No. I selected down. Why? Dang it. There. I don't know why my control stick isn't working quite right. I want to go to Zora's domain real quick. None of these Zoras are panicking the fact that there's a wolf that just materialized out of nowhere and there's an imp wearing a strange mask. Alright. So now what I want to do is get the Zora armor on and equip the iron boots. And oh, also with the claw shots. Now a lot of the world should be opened up more to you, including if you miss anything in the forest temple you can use the claw shots to attach yourself to vines and basically reach areas that previously were only accessible with the monkeys. Alright, so now drop this bomb off at this rock that was used to melt the ice. And inside is a Goron. See, Goron Lake, you totally could have survived underwater when you plummeted in Majora.
I'm finally out. Thanks, brother. I took a nap and found myself swallowed up in lava, and somehow very far from home. Yes, well, let me give you a token of my appreciation, brother. This is all I have on me right now. I hope it'll do.
You got another bomb bag. So now I can hold more than one type of bomb or double the amount of water bombs as before.
Say, where am I anyway, brother? Hey, this is nice and cool. I like it. It's called a cold spring.
Alright, so take off the boots and let's swim on over to this rock. Maybe there's something else in here? So, bomb. Oh, yep, it just dropped a bunch of money. Okay. So I'll go ahead and swim up to the surface. And I think that's... Well, there is one more thing I can do, I think. Can I surface, please? I'm holding up. Why am I not surfacing? Oh, I just need to release the button and just swim around. Kind of odd. Okay, so the next place I want to go is down Zora's River. Because I want to go and visit the two like shops that are basically like the fishing hole and like a water rafting thing. So I think for that I need to go over this way. Oh yeah, also that hole that was covered in ice has been opened, has been opened now, but we can't really do anything about that right now. Put on my regular green clothes. Let's go. Yes, Upper Zora's River, and there's two things that I want to do. Well, and also I want to take a stop at the South Castle Town and get the new sword skill that I unlocked. But priorities, fishing. Welcome to the fishing hole. It's kind of a nice, quiet little place. Not much to it, but one of the nice things is this place actually changes seasons upon leaving it and entering back in. So this is, I think, the fishing hole during the spring. It's kind of nice. I like it. Go in and... Hi there. Hey, you've never been here before, have you? Well, I'm the owner of this fishing hole. My name's Henna. Nice to meet you. We go over here and have a pet bird. So cute, isn't she? Her name's Purdy. She even talks sometimes. Can I talk to Purdy, please? I want to talk to... There we go. I had to talk prompt. Come on. Like, there we go. Good morning. And we look over here, and there's a couple of photos. That's a 22-inch Hyrule bass I caught. It's not very big, but it's a fish I spotted and caught all by myself. So I took that picture. And you can see different people, including the one who runs like the boat rafting. That's my older sister. That shot is from the day she caught herself a 17-inch Hyrule bass. Her name's Isa, by the way. Make sure you drop by her boat rental shop sometime, okay? There's her holding a Hyrule Loach, I believe. And it's the lantern guy. That's my older brother Koro, and caught a 25-inch Ordon catfish he caught. He's the only one in our family who's lousy at fishing. He only managed to catch that fish using a sinking lure. Cheater. And one last photo. That's one of Hyrule's legendary master fishermen. Look, he's got a Hylian Loach, doesn't he? He may be one of my ancestors. It's the fishing hole guy from Ocarina of Time, and technically Majora's Mask if you play the 3DS version. Of course, I can't exactly prove that. It's just kind of wishful thinking on my part. The way you're scratching yourself, no, you're deaf. The reason I wanted to come here is because if you look over there, I need to swim over to it. There is a piece of heart on that little ledge, and it's only attainable by going into the boat and literally using the fishing rod to catch it. That's literally the only way to attain that particular piece of heart, and I wanted to get it. Especially considering that I think I'm only 2 away from a new heart container, but still. See, can I get any money from cutting down the grass? Yes. Okay, go until I get 20, yes. And in we go. Alright, yes, I want to give it a shot. Okay. Well, seeing how this is your first time, and I'll throw in the guide service for free. Let's get fishing. So yeah, you could do just the fishing that you can do in a lot of the other 3D Zelda games. But like I said, instead it's done on a boat. And there's a lot of other nuances to it, but it's too complicated for me to really get into. Plus, I don't know a ton else about Twilight Princess's fishing. It's one of the few things about it that I just have no interest in learning much about, unlike a lot of the other stuff in this game. But yeah. What's this, a piece of heart? Oh, whose heart did you catch, you big sweetheart? Don't be shy, this one's yours to keep. But what I can tell you about the fishing hole is that the ultimate prize is a Hylian Loach, which can only be caught, I believe, during either spring or summer. And I think over in this corner, it's a spot that's filled to the brim with like lily pads, I think. Let's see, not this spot. Maybe it's in one of the little dents, maybe? No, that's not it either. But like I said, it's basically around where a bunch of lily pads are, and you need to use a specific lure in order to get it. Change lures, because there are different types of lures. There's swimmer lure, the popper lure, the spinner lure, and one more that we haven't unlocked, the frog lure, which is what you use to attract the Hylian Loach and what you catch. I think catching the Hylian Loach, I think nets you a piece of heart, I want to say. I could be wrong on that. If not, then just bragging rights. Yeah, I'll go ahead and quit. Oh, all done? Too bad this time, huh? Oh well, it happens. Well, better luck next time. So yeah, that's about it for the fishing hole. That's all I wanted to go over. But if I could leave with just one more fun fact, you know those old demo things that they would do in like stores like Walmart and Target and all that? Twilight Princess had one of those demo things, and you could choose between two different adventure things. One of them was exploring the Goron mines. The other was doing the fishing hole. Okay, yeah, I'm really grasping at straws to talk about this place. Let's just leave. So let's go down to the boat rental place. And, oh, there's a bug there. Gale Boomerang? Because catching some of these will mean extra money from Agatha. Come on. Let me pick up. Gotcha. Caught a female dragonfly. Hey there. Customer? Sorry, but we're temporarily closed. Well. Oh, there we go. I was like, why aren't the shadow beasts dropping in? That was an intense scream. Oh my gosh, lady. Alright. Yeah, Master Sword does a lot of damage to these guys. Come on. Spin attack, because I think... Yes, one spin attack will one-shot them. So now we have easy access to Upper Zora's River. Whoa, it scared me. Who are you? How do you... Can you keep your cool fighting monsters like that? It's my hobby. Wow, you... Wow, what a champ you are. Whoa, what are we standing around jawing for? Come on inside. Golly. Talk about scary. I thought I was done for. Things have gotten pretty crazy around here, let me tell you. So, thanks for earlier. My name's Isa. I rent boats here. Well, I used to rent boats here, but then we had a rock fall in and it dammed the river up. Yeah, I could sure use a helpful guy around times like this. Yep, handy guy would sure be a big help around here. I'll help. Really? You're a lifesaver. Well, do you think you could do something about that rock? I'll give you some bombs and arrows, so just put them together and shoot bomb arrows at that thing. Two, and we're clear. Yay! You did it! Well, my gal tells me that there are some rocks blocking the way along the river, so you should take care of those two. Here's the boat. Hop in. Now, it's a teensy bit dangerous downriver of here, so don't leave the boat, okay? One of our part-timers is waiting down there, so you can get the details from her. And when you're done, you can keep that bomb bag and everything in it as a token of my appreciation. Why does it look like you're hiding behind the thing? I guess it's just a camera angle. So, be seeing you. So yeah, we just kind of lazily float down the river, hopefully not crashing into anything. Oop. I'll admit the boat controls are a little janky. It's kind of hard to control the boat, but it's not the worst. So yeah, your goal is just make it down to the river and just destroy any obstructions in the way. And I don't think hitting anything causes actual damage to you. I don't think. All right, grab that. floating down the river. Yep, there we go. Here's our first obstruction. Nope. Oh, you made me fire early. Ah, you've come at the request of the shop owner, haven't you? Well, I'm here to employ part-time for now. Sorry we troubled you so. You see, these rocks are blocking the natural flow of the river. All you need to do is use your bomb arrows to destroy the blockage. I think this will just go around in a circle until you destroy the blockage. You did, thank you. Ah, and the water's already begun to flow. Then I shall guide you to the mouth of the river. Follow me. So yeah, we follow this Zora. Should be dropping off some rupees for us to collect. I'll just assume we're stealing whatever is in her paycheck and call it a day. No, I want the blue rupee, thank you. All right. Pick that up, pick that up. Of course I missed the blue rupee. No. I'm going backwards. This is kind of scary. I can't see anything. There we go. All right. Yeah, again, both controls are a little janky. All right, down the river we go. So, again, miss the freaking blue rupee. At least I got one blue rupee. There we go. Made it back to Lake Hylia. Good job out there. You have truly done us a great service. Now the shop can finally reopen. When we were closed, my boss's temper only got worse and worse. It was a rough time for us all. Oh, another thing. I don't suppose she promised you anything special for doing this, did she? Just that bomb bag, right? Yes, she tends to bribe people with whatever's lying around. So stingy, really. It's all right. I'll let her know you kept it when I get back. We obtained a third bomb bag. Now, if you excuse me, come visit at the shop sometime. So yep, we already have all 3 bomb bags, and I think doing this challenge again, going down the river, but this time with the thing where we have to shoot at pottery with the bomb arrows, it'll net us, I think, a bomb bag upgrade where basically every single bomb bag will be doubled. We can carry double the amount of bombs. All right. But that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and warp to Castletown. Because, yep, I've taken care of all the business that I wanted to for now. Well, except for doing the sword thing, but that's on the way to Castletown anyway. Mr. Badoo, wait! It's nice that he recognizes us as a wolf. Greetings, Mr. Badoo. I have come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from Tilma. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. Okay, here we go. My dude, There are some folks I want you to meet, so come to my bar right away. These guys will be powerful allies for you. You heard me. Come by. I'll be waiting at my Castletown bar. Telma. First sword, then Telma. Alright, so walk past that. Oh, I can also make a quick stop into Agatha's castle and drop off the bugs that I got. Make a little bit of money. Agatha's castle. Yes, I have brought a bug. Here, have a female dragonfly. Oh boy, who's your friend? You're a female dragonfly, aren't you, a little cutie? Little dragonfly, when you look at me with those great big eyes, Alright, share happiness, you get 50 rupees. Here, it's not a partner for your dragonfly, but... Here, have a little snail. It might actually be female. Little parentheses thing. Little snail, just once I'd like to take a bath in that slime. What the frick? I'll accept the money, but you weird me out, little girl. You weird me out. Also, I feel like these bugs should be terrifying, considering that she literally does that thing where people like to stick needles into insects and like put them up in a display. I don't know. I'd be terrified if I were these bugs. All right, let's go south. And I believe the wolf should be somewhere around here. I think just down below. Oh, where? No, wrong one. No, back. Okay. It's over that way. Oh, there he is. Hey, big guy. Ready for the next sword thing.
We meet again. This next is the greatest of the hidden skills I have taught you to this point, and it may test the limits of your endurance. Do you still wish to master it? Very well. But before we begin, I must test you to ensure you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the backslice. Now then, come at me.
Side. No, not back. Just. Wheel gamepad, you are not working the way I want you to. There we go, finally.
Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well. My fourth hidden skill is the Helm Splitter. Let it be hewn into your mind.
This skill isn't too useful in the next dungeon, but the dungeon afterwards, yes, it will definitely be very useful.
It is impossible to circle around and perform a backslice against fully armored enemies that move swiftly in combat. Against such foes, you must first use a shield attack to make them flinch, but then quickly press A. You will leap into the air over the enemy's head and greet them with your blade by immediately striking from behind. This is the helm splitter. Show it to me. Impressive. Do not miss your chance to land a helm splitter with A after your shield attack. The fourth hidden skill, the helm splitter, has been passed on. There are still 3 hidden skills left for you to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you come to learn the next skill. May we meet again.
Okay, now let's go to Selma's bar. Up we go. And still can't do anything about that treasure chest because, unlike others, other games, the claw shot does not attach itself to the treasure chest. It drives me nuts. Alright, back into Hyrule Castle Town we go. What do you say? My dad keep getting hot spring water to sell, so lately he just sits outside the western gate. Talk to him, but he just sighs. It does not seem like the father I remember. This is bad. I'm afraid my father will never be the same. I do not know what to do. Go in and think. Talk to or actually, let me see what Louise has to say. Yes, very interesting. Oh my, if it is my dude. You made it. How have you been, honey? Mercy, but you have good timing. I was just talking about you. Hey everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome young man is the infamous my dude. You remember what I told you before, honey. These are the friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to help deal with all the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there's one more of us, but there's been a disturbing turn of events in the Eastern Desert, so he's gone to check it out. He's an older man named Aru. If you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk with him, okay, honey? Well, you come all the way here, honey. So why don't you relax a bit? Why don't you be sociable and talk to these folks? They're a jolly bunch. Sure, why not? Hey. Oh, hello there. You must be my dude, correct? I'm Shad. Wonderful to meet you. Telma told me all you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. Well, I'm formidable at book reading, but I lack, shall we say, physical skills. That said, if the history and legends of Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. It's a Shay. I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was a knight in his own right. He taught me the arts of war as though I was his son. Of course, lessons in common courtesy were not part of the regimen, so forgive me if I come off as rude, yeah? Listen, before I blab both of your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain to the north of Hyrule. It's unlike any mountain I've ever known. I don't know much yet, but things happen there that happen on no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As I know something more, I'll tell you. Until then, you should stay away, yeah? Outside of the eyes and the weird thing with your hair, I actually really like Shay's design. The sleek black hair, the armor that she's wearing. Actually, I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. What, you got nothing to say to me? It's been a long time. My dude! My wife Uli sent word to me. I've seen the children at Kakariko. And of course, I've also heard of your adventures. I must thank you for your help with Colin, my dude. I barely recognized him. In any case, I am troubled by my own inaction. I want to help the cause. These friends here, I have had a connection with them for a long while. Like the others, I am gathering information now. I will let you know if I hear anything. Go up to the map.
Hi.
That old codger Aru is at Lake Hylia studying the desert. We now have our next story objective. And oh hey, it's the mailman. What to order, what to order? I do believe I will start with meat. Good choice. If you're gonna be running around a lot, protein is the key. Alright. Let's make our way to the desert then. Alright, so first, Lineru and Lake Hylia. So transform back, and I just realized I didn't press the little button on the Wii U gamepad, which would have saved me a few seconds, but whatever. Come up here. Get on. Grab. Thank you. All right. And there's a howling statue here. Have I activated it before? Nope, I have not. Let me try something. Okay, that gave me a good idea where I'm going. And now for the only tune that I can't put my finger on what it is. There are two tunes that don't come from Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time like the other songs that we played before. So I have no idea what that tune is. And even when I try to look it up in the OST, it just doesn't really give me anything. And it looks like our wolf buddy is somewhere in the desert. And ooh, rocks. Alright, so in here should be just a simple cave maze. Yeah, you know what? Let's just keep the bomb arrows out. Is there anything beyond here? Looks like there is a path down there. And ooh, money. Dodge these guys and can assume more money. Oh, bombs. Okay. I'll take that. Alright, so making our way downtown. Oh! Put that away. This chute should provide me with some extra lantern oil if I need it, so. Which I probably need going forward. Yep, it's lantern oil. Okay. See, there's a couple of fire slugs up on that roof, so go over here. Pick this up. I think the song was Ballad of Gales from Wind Waker. That would explain why I didn't quite recognize it, because again, I love Wind Waker, but it's probably the Zelda game I played the least. At least that's 3D. Alright, can some of these fire slugs please drop like some arrows for me? I'm starting to run low. And looky what we got here. Yeah, if it's not nighttime, go hunt for pulsos in caves or in hidden grottos. Alright, so equip that. And let's fire away. See, that way is the correct way. Which means over here should be a treasure chest. You're on your way to Snow Peak right now, correct? No, I am on my way to the desert. Snow Peak is after the desert, I believe. Wiki says that according to the song is unnamed, same with the one at Snow Peak. Yeah, that's what I figured. Die, 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 die! Let's see, it's a red jewel, which means probably just a regular, Femos. Gotcha! Alright, there's the torch. Which means I can go ahead and do this. A little treasure chest down here. Get a bit of money. And down this way. Do a little bit of hop. And there is a treasure chest. Nice. I can already guess what's in here. Hopefully I'm right. Nope, I was wrong. I thought it was a piece of art. Nope, it's just another Meaver stamp. Completely useless Meaver stamp. Well, that worked out in my favor. 20 rupees. Nice. Alright. Next place. Down this way, and there's a couple of Duganos here. Let's see, that way's the way out. Don't. Alright. Fine then, little guy. Back slice! 2 hit when it would have been like 4 hits with the Ordon sword. Ooh, bombs. I like that. Alright. Now that we're at the end of the cave, go ahead and refill my lantern oil. And let's get out of here. Alright, so now we just need to climb over to that tower off in the distance. Okay, claw shot X. There we go. Oh, and Gale boomerang to the Y. Again, I'm so thankful for the increased climbing speed in this game. I thought it was about time for you to arrive. Master, my dude, is it? You do know Telma, don't you? I am Aru. I am part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet at her bar. I have heard all about your deeds from her. Now, you being a courageous youth, you have likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate, no? Or am I mistaken? You do know, don't you, Master, my dude? The Gerudo Desert once held a prison built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who were sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in the prison. Now that prison is condemned, and even the road leading to the desert is impassable. The desert at World's End, it still holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. I'm sorry, as soon as I read the words desert at World's End, I instantly thought of the third Pirates movie when they were trapped in Davy Jones' locker and it was like a giant desert for a while. So now just picturing the Black Pearl just somewhere in that desert right now. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to this wicked place. So I've come to learn the truth. Master, my dude, I must ask, what will you do now? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. Yeah. Is that so? Then let good old Aru help you out. How do you pronounce this guy's name? I've heard it so many different ways. You see Lake Hylia below us? A man named Fire runs an amusement ride of sorts there. Give him this. I got thing. See, long ago I saved this man's Fire's life, and now he cannot refuse me if I ask a favor. If you leave the rest up to Fire, all should go well. Cool. Jump! No! I definitely broke my legs on that one. Alright, quick stop over to the spring, and then we've meet up with Fire. Up we go. Actually, it might be faster for me to... never mind. It's... I was going to switch over to the wolf form because technically the wolf is faster at running than human Link. But I was already close enough, so... Dive! There's a couple of treasure chests down here, and also a few spots where I can use the claw shot, but I'm not going to worry too much about those. Again, I'm not going to go for 100% with this game, so it doesn't matter too much to me. Oop. Dang it. Can I climb back out of the water, please? Thank you. Alright, let's make our way over to fire. Which means you should be somewhere around here. Oh, yeah, I see it. Alright, equip that. Alright, roll on over. Hey, Clowny. Take me to the desert.
From Oaru, eh? Well, gotta do what the old coot says. Oasis flight, right? So, here we go. One of our secret options not available to the general public. This time's all paid for. So, what do you say? You wanna go? Fire away. Alrighty then. But remember, next time you gotta pay.
I think if you do this again via this guy, I think it's 100 rupees to do the Oasis flight again.
Sweet sailing, buddy old mine. One for Oasis, fire in the hole. Fire!
We don't even see him land. Welcome to the Gerudo Desert. Wait. Before we go on, there's something I want you to hear. Do you remember what the spirit said about the fused shadows? What do you think happened to the magic wielders who tried to rule the sacred realm? They were banished. They were chased across the sacred lands of Hyrule and driven into another realm by the goddesses. It was another world entirely, the antithesis of Hyrule, where the sun shines bright. Its denizens became shadows that could not mingle with the light. Eventually, most came to call it the Twilight Realm, and from it, none could return to the world of light. They were forever doomed to live in the twilight, flitting in the half-light of dusk, mere shadows of Hyrule. This is the history of the Twilight, as it has been passed down from our ancestors. Do you now understand what I am? I'm a descendant of the tribe that was banished to the Twilight Realm. It was a peaceful place, until Zant took control of the Twilight Realm and transformed all of the Twilight into shadow beasts. It's clear to me now that he somehow gained a great evil power previously unknown to our tribe. In any case, I was sent from there, and could no longer get into the Twilight Realm without his power. But there's another tale told by my people. Though the goddesses forbade us to return to the world of light, they left one link between the light and darkness. something called the Mirror of Twilight was passed to the protectors of Hyrule. It's our only path to the Twilight Realm, and we must get there. You'll come with me, won't you? I shipped them so hard. Just that little hand to the face. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. I shipped them so hard. Okay. Shipping fictional characters aside, welcome to the Gerudo Desert. Probably the largest field outside of Hyrule Field. Filled to the brim with these little, I think they're Moldugas? Mini Moldugas? They'll continually chase you in the sand, so get to a rock if you want to avoid them. And there's these plants that we can claw shot our way to, which will lead us to different treasures. Alright, so I want to make my way through here. And our first marker is over there, that giant, like, stone pillar in the distance. That's where I want to go first. Ah. Actually, again, it might be faster for me to go Wolf Link and just run across. Because there's no way to get Epona over here. Or, I'm sorry, Mary Jane over here. Ooh, bug. Bug, come on. Come here. Gotcha. Male Dayfly. Okay. Let's see, avoid these holes because they do lead to death. Alright, there's something that we can't interact with right now, so let's just keep running. Ooh. Oh, that looked a little weird, the way that I just kind of tumbled down. Alright. So I'm gonna grab onto that. And here is, well, what used to be an enemy, but it's now more or less just an obstacle. It's a Peahat. They used to be enemies in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but now they've just been reduced down to basically just a floating platform. Step over here and... Yep, Shadow Beasts, which means once we defeat these, we gain a nice, easy way to return to the desert whenever we need to. Okay, so there are only 3. So stabby, stab. Oh, you can do this helm splitter on these guys. Okay, that's good to know. Peahats were in the original too? Okay. Well, were they just an enemy exclusively in that one? I asked this because I actually haven't played the original LOZ, at least not all the way through. I think I completed the first, like, 3 dungeons and then just was like, this isn't for me. To be honest, I'm not that big fan of the top-down Zelda games in general. Like, okay, I liked Link Between Worlds, and I also liked Link's Awakening, but that's about it. Zelda 2 I've never touched, and Link to the Past, I like the intro of it, but its difficulty curve is a little too much for me once you get the Master Sword and enter the Dark World. And then I still have yet to play the Oracle games and Echoes of Wisdom. What is this thing? And actually, no, I like a lot more of the top-downs because I also liked Minish Cap. And I even have a little bit of a soft spot for the DS Zelda games, even though I haven't played either of them all the way through. But I actually did like them a lot more than I think most people... Because most people don't really like the DS Zelda games, and to be fair, they do have their problems, but I don't know, for the short amount of them I played, I actually really enjoyed them. There, the bridge is fixed, even though I would not trust walking on that thing for a second. I would not trust myself to walk on this thing as is. No, get me off of this thing. Get me off of this thing. But yet, now we have more of the world connected to each other. And moving that bridge also unlocks another thing in the Gerudo Mesa. Something that, even though it's probably gonna kill me several times, I do want to eventually do this. Even though I don't have full access to everything that this thing has to offer. Because down in the hole, is your power is a gift given only to those with confidence to wield it. This goes by many names, but I like to refer to it as the Pit of Trials. Basically, it's a giant enemy gauntlet where you had to go out and defeat tons and tons of enemies going down different floors. In regular mode, this is a decent challenge because you can still get health recoveries from enemies, I think. But in hero mode, where you take double damage and you don't have access to all your healing stuff, this thing is a nightmare to go through. And once I have full access to every single floor, because there are some that are inaccessible to us right now, I will actually go and do this. Because I think it would be a fun thing for me to try out and see how much of the combat system in this game I can really take advantage of. So yes, that is one of my goals, is to complete that thing. Eventually. Not right now, of course. Okay, so let's go down. And there's a couple enemy camps up ahead. So first, snipe. Okay, it doesn't drop any arrows. Snipe. No arrows again. Stab. Boop. Gotcha. Nice. Haha. All right, so what I need to do now is, well, first I want to open up this chest and get the money. And next, oh, piggy. Wild hog, go. Yep, you could basically just redirect this thing and make it smash things apart by running around wildly. And yes, you are meant to do that. You're meant to break through those wooden things. Alright, so first I want to pick up these treasure chests that I gain access to by breaking apart their towers. Ooh, 50 rupees, nice. Is this thing also gonna be worthwhile? Ooh, arrows. Yeah, I need those. And it looks like there's another thing over there. I want to go and see if that's, that leads to anything interesting. Hey, big guy. Oh, I rolled right underneath him. I didn't realize you could do that. All right. Go! Yeah! And also, don't worry, they get back up in a sec. Ooh, money. See? Perfectly fine. Alright. Let's head back into this little fortress. Up and there we go. Oh, hey, it's Wolfie. Hey, big guy.
We meet again, so soon. At last, the skills I have to teach you have entered the realm of true secrecy. They are forgotten ways that do not leave our bloodline. Among the techniques I shall be teaching you are some that may even endanger you. Do you feel ready to learn these skills? Very well. But before we begin, I must test you to ensure you have mastered the last skill I've taught you, the Helm Splitter. Now, come at me.
Gotcha.
Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well, my fifth hidden skill is the Mortal Draw. Let it be hewn into your mind. This one's a fun one. I like this one. The ways of the sword are known to many creatures, and some have strengthened their guard against shield attacks and back slices. Should you encounter such a foe, the Mortal Draw that I'm about to teach you is most effective. You must sheathe your sword and cast aside the most basic of sword skills, the Z target. You must wait until your foe is upon you. Then, before the enemy can see through your ruse, you must quickly draw your blade with A. There is no defense for this. The Mortal Draw deals death. Very well, try it.
Oh, hey, you thinking about going to a bar sometime? Ah!
That was a pointed strike. But do not forget that this technique leaves your life at risk. The fifth hidden skill, the Mortal Draw, has been passed on.
This is a really risky skill to pull off in hero mode, but I still want to give it a shot on certain enemies. I think it would be fun to do.
There are still 2 hidden skills left for you to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you come to learn the next. May we meet again.
Alright. So now to move on and ooh. Hi, Mr. Poe. Oh, levers. Yeah, I forgot these things appear in this desert. Yeah, they're basically just endless spotting. They just do a little circle around you, deal a little bit of damage. They're not too much of a threat, honestly. More of an annoyance. Got another pole, so. Oh. I'm just gonna run. Alright. So let's transform back. And also, I just realized, I have a potion. I can just heal. Yeah, I forgot that I had that from the lake bed temple when I killed a couple chews. Alright, so it doesn't see me, which is a perfect opportunity to snipe! Alright. Do any of these have arrows in them is the question. Nope, mostly money. See, are there any other enemies that I can, like, snipe from here? No, it doesn't look like it. Though I do hear the music playing, and that's giving me a little bit of a worry. Oh, I see it. Gotcha. Alright, sneaking up here. Oh yeah. Oh, he spotted me. Dang it. Move! Got you in the gut. Alright, and for this guy, just take it down. Yeah, I got some arrows. Good. Alright, so I just need to sneak around. See if I can hit through these grates. Yes, I can. Okay. Let's see, no enemies on that tower. This means I'm good to run around. Let's go down through. Hey, you what? Ow. Die! Gotcha. Yeah, it's just if I decided to defeat these guys in style. Okay, dodge that. Oh, yeah. 2 for the price of 1. Hey, 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 hey. I'm over here. Trailer pose. Yeah, you can generally do that anytime you do, after you do a hidden skill. Hey, big guy. Bye, big guy. I got a key. And nice spread you got there. Do you mind if I blow it up? Ew, it dropped a piece of its heart. So, yep, now we have 8 heart containers. Took me a second to count them out. So now let's go down here. And let's unlock this gate. Oh, it's you again. Well, buddy, I got news for you. We're not on horseback! That means this is a fight I can actually win! Especially considering that this guy is kind of a joke. Seriously. This guy is basically just a giant HP sponge. He barely attacks you, and even though his attacks do a lot of damage... Oop! Case in point. He's pretty slow on the attack, and it's just... This is a generally pretty easy fight. Okay. Hey, big guy. You gonna swing your axe? No? Well, how about I just swing behind you? Hoop. he just does that, and I could just do a bunch of jump attacks against him. He's a joke. Die, die, die! Vengeance! Finally, I beat you in one try. That fire is instant death, so let's get the heck out of here. Oh, hey, big guy. Glad you're awake. Actually, wait. Mid, can't you just, like, warp me out of here? If we want to get out of here, the only thing we can do is break down the gate. Look, that board looks strong enough to... Okay. Okay, so turn it around and... Go! There! Welcome to our next dungeon. Alright, first transform and... hit. Hook. Oh! Hit. Die! And too bad there's no convenient way to get back here without crossing the desert again to go and heal. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun! Oh boy. Okay, so it looks like there's torches here, so slide them up. Please have a piece of heart. 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 Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Please, please. Dang it! Okay, with one heart, let's go in. So all the dungeons up to this point have been solid. You know, not a weak one. Even Lake Bed, even though it's a little confusing, it's still a pretty good dungeon. Well, here's the point where all the dungeons get really good. Welcome to the Arbiter's grounds. Alright, please have fairies. Please have fairies. How'd you fit money into your skull? No, 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 no. Climb out, climb out. Thank you. Okay. No. Okay. Alright, so Wolf Link is light enough to walk across the sand the quicksand without worrying too much. Climb up, climb up. There we go. It's a good doggy. Okay, transfer him back. Nope, nothing. Alright, so hop across. Hop across. Probably stuck the rupee up his nose. Probably. Alright, so. Whoop! Die thing! Die thing of evil! What am I doing with the... Alright, should be clear now. So what I want to do now is go across here. Get down there. These are stall children. Not much of a threat, but they tend to come in large numbers. Grab this with the claw shot and pull. All right, run across, and here we go. Okay, there is just chest over there, and back here, there's a pottery and a little spot to fill up your lantern should you need to. Right, so hop across here. And I think this has a key. Yep. Now for a rather unique enemy in terms of Zelda. These are poisonous insects. And no, they actually don't have poison. They just named that. They don't actually do anything to you. They just slow you down. They're meant to basically make it impossible to cross this quicksand, as they crawl over your body and slow you down. Alright, so I want to have the lantern ready. Oh, get out of the quicksand. Alright. Alright. Climb out and let's light the sucker. Like this. Get out of get out of the quicksand! Get out of the quicksand! Into the door, into the door, into the door. I apologize to everyone's ears. This setup seem familiar? Yep, this is basically a desert variant of the forest temple from Ocarina of Time, where you had to go Poe hunting to light the pathway forward. These Poes are completely immune to all damage until they start glowing like this. After which, you jump up and lash onto them and deal damage. And then, so the Deep Forest Temple. Okay, that's a good one. And every single one of these will drop a post, so it's actually a free way to get some of the side stuff. Defeating the Poe lights up the torches once more. And, all right, Ilya. Looks like I'm learning the smell of dead people. And yep, these provide the way to go and find more of these Poes. All right, so I want to go. Okay, so it looks like that technique somewhat works. There was a technique that I learned when I played Skyward Sword. Oh, piece of heart! I needed that so bad. Thank you, game. Okay. Anyways, there was a technique that I learned in Skyward Sword that makes getting across quicksand a little easier. Hop, and you avoid most of the quicksand. Just jumping forward actually does help out a lot. It's kind of nice, actually. And here we have another new enemy. These are bubbles. They're floating skulls and they don't really pose much of a threat. But, you know, whatever. I got the map. Hey, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? All right, so hop forward. There we go. All right, let's go to the east. And there's a couple more of those guys. All right. Come over here and there is some money. Very nice. And can I? Yeah, I can. Or no, I can't. Okay, that looks like a block I can push and pull, so. Get out. Get out of the quicksand. Okay, so is there any... Die, thing of evil. Die, thing of evil. Die, thing of evil. Die, thing of evil. Alright, so can I latch onto anywhere? Doesn't look like it, so I'll have to come back later. And let's instead go west. I'm just gonna assume... Yep. Pull on that to unlock hidden stairs. Back to human. And I can't help it, I need to smash pottery whenever I see it. It's the law of Zelda. And down here is the thing in the center that we can push and pull. And this, I believe, will act like an elevator? Or no, it changes what direction is open. Oh! Oh! These things! These are re-dead soldiers! As if re-deads weren't already scary enough. They stun you with a scream and then they launch a claymore which does a crap ton of damage against you. These are probably the scariest rendition of re-deads in the entire Zelda series. Ooh, Smoky. I think the only one that might rival them in terms of which one is scariest, I'd probably say Wind Waker. Okay, so are there any other things around here? No, I don't think there are. Okay. So go up and through this door. And there's a couple of rats in here. All right, no problem. Is there anything else? No. Okay. So let's go over here and through the door. All right. So down here and oh, hi! Die, thing of evil. So go through this way. Jump up. Oh! Okay, looks like we got ourselves a spike maze to navigate through. Wasn't that hard. Alright, so now what I want to do is grab this and pull it. Oh, no, I wanted it to stay there so I can push it this way. There we go. I think I can latch onto this with the claw shot later if I need to return. And from here, hop here. And there's a couple old traps around here, so pull on this to cause a chandelier to rise up. And release. And run. Or... I meant to stand in the center of it, but that didn't pan out the way I hoped. And, oh, that did 2 hearts of damage. Oh my gosh. That was a really costly mistake on my end. Oh boy. Can I climb up from here? Or, no, I have to jump across. Huh. Okay. So pull, 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 pull. There we go. Okay. This time, stand in the center. Because this allows me to climb up it. And get a better view of everything. It's kind of nice. Alright, so can I backflip out of this thing? No, I cannot. Can I jump out of here? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright, so... Come on. Dang it. Oh, that's a fire bubble. Slightly more threatening than the regular bubble, but not by much. Just claw shot it and you'll be fine. And I got the compass. Okay, smash all these skulls and maybe they'll have something for me. No. Okay. He's just like, I'll wait for you to stop pulling things. Hey, friend. Oh, that wasn't friendly. Oh, now I got a splitting headache. Smash through that and oh, another redet. Can you be stunned by arrows? Yes, you can. Okay. Oh, move, 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 move! I hate these things. I got a smoky. Alright, arrows, good, good, good. I'm surprised I haven't encountered that thing yet. The thing that's in every dungeon in this game. Well, most dungeons. Surprised I haven't encountered that thing yet. I hear a lantern. It's near. Hi, little stall children. Led by your redet soldier. Great! Thankfully, taking damage actually does get rid of the stun a little bit. Move, 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 move! Die, thing of evil! Die, thing of evil! Die! Yeah, that is actually one thing I really like about the Arbiter's grounds. It really does feel like an endurance test. see how long you can really last in here. Against the enemies and against all the different tricks and against all the different tricks that it has to offer. That's kind of cool. Dig that and yes. That opens up to reveal our next Poe. Alright, will you please become tangible? Thank you. Oh, dang it. Oop. Okay. Become tangible, please. No. Okay, out of the quicksand, out of the quicksand. Okay. Go! Nom. And finish you off. That's another Poe soul. That is 2 out of the 4. Alright, so switch back to human. And actually, that is another neat thing about the dungeons from here on out. You can, it pretty much forces you to switch back and forth between human and wolfling, requiring you to use all of your abilities, which I think is actually kind of neat. It makes the wolf form feel all the more important, and it makes you really think about how you can use it in certain puzzles. Oh, it's one of these. Hi, ghostly rats. Get off of me. Get off of me. You're supposed to like spin attack to get rid of these things, but it's constantly forcing me to do the like multi-hit attack. Stop it! There we go, finally. Die. All right, let's move on. You can hear one more of those rat things somewhere. It won't matter. I don't think it can follow me through the door. Alright, so hop across here. Go around to the next door. Alright, so go down. And okay, now I can see everything now. Let's go here and push this out of the way. And now we can freely access this room from the first floor. It's so weird to see the camera and see you go right when I'm holding down on the control stick like this. It's so weird. Okay. Stand in the center. Allow it to crash down on me. And can I just... No, I've already established I can't backflip out of there. Okay. So hop and go in here. And this leads into a new enemy. So first, equip bomb arrows. These are Stalfos. They go down pretty easily, but they won't permanently die until you blow them up. A la original Legend of Zelda. Again, it's a nice little throwback. I like it. Ooh, bombs. You could technically use regular bombs against them, but I like doing the bomb arrows. It's a lot easier to aim, and it's nice and quick. Yay, more bombs. Alright, so I'm gonna go down this door. And we see a giant statue. Kind of reminds me of the one that's in the very center of the one in the Spirit Temple from Ocarina of Time. Alright, if I remember right, lighting up the wrong one will result in the entire room being filled with stall children, so pick the right one. In this case, the right one. Right? That's the only one? Maybe this one too? Yes. Okay. Alright, so hop across. And this leads into... I'm gonna presume one of these has... Yep. Hey, big guy. Again, seem familiar? Yep, it pulls off what the purple post sister did. Okay. Hopefully I can target the right one this time. Come on. Gotcha! Alright, next one. Next round. Okay, spinning around. Good, good. Which one? This one! No! Okay, I think it's this one. Hopefully I'm right. Watching Wolfling just spin around like that is kind of cute. Yes, I was right! And finish it off! I got a soul. Actually, how many souls do I have right now? 9? Okay. Nope. Get out. I did not mean to grab the skull. Alright, so there's just one more of these posts to find. So what I want to do now then is probably go... Probably over here? Because I think I can grab this thing with... No, I don't think that was it. Well, whatever. Only one more postal to find. So let me pull up the map and see which ones I haven't found yet. So it looks like the room on the left and then up are one of the only rooms I haven't visited yet. Let's see, no, I don't want to go down the stairs. I want to just go into this room. A couple rats down here, and oh wait, I just remember how to do this room. Okay, hang on. Seeing the little thing in the floor reminded me. Okay, so defeat the bubble first, and open this. Thank goodness the re-dead soldier didn't respawn. And look up into the ceiling. In we go. Alright, last Poe. Alright. Alright. Hit you once. Hit you twice. And I've come to suck your soul. And that's all for the pose. Okay. So now I guess I just go back to the regular room. Oh yeah, opening door says Wolfling will have Midna open the door instead. With her giant, like, with like her hair hand thing. And with that, the first half of the Arbiter's grounds is done. So transform back, and let's continue. All right, so defeat these fire bubbles first and foremost. And there's a little indent in the ground here that we can't do anything about right now. And there's the boss key, or big key. All we have to go is to the left. All right. And down here is an elevator shaft. But rather than just jump down, I'm gonna go ahead and just claw my way down. Die. Alright, so next. Go around here and no. I was kind of hoping one of you would have a fairy somewhere. Die. Alright, so I need to push down. And that's only and I don't have a key to unlock that. So maybe by pulling up? Oh, yep, I see it. Alright, this seems easy enough. Just go around and... Yep, there we go. I got a key. Again, it's weird that I haven't encountered the thing of evil yet. The really bizarre thing that's in every dungeon yet. Unless... Is it not in this dungeon? And I'm just misremembering? Yeah, it's a bit weird that it hasn't popped up yet. Okay, not in these pots, so good. It's usually in one of the small pots. I believe this room is full of spikes if I'm not careful. Yep. Alright, so... If I'm not mistaken, I think I can check to see... No. But there are invisible rats everywhere, so I guess we'll get rid of those. So, hop across. Kill these rats, and okay. I think I've got it mostly figured out. Okay, nothing there. Okay. Okay, I think I got it figured. So, I'm gonna pull this. And then I have a limited amount of time to go around in order to enter through this door. And there's another Re-Dead Knight. Oh, I need to have my senses on it in order to get rid of these rats. Okay, so spend attack to get rid of these skulls. Alright. These are blade traps. They run along these little... They just run along these little things, and they deal damage to you. These things to deal with. Great. Okay, just waddle along until... There we go. Jump across, and is there anything back here? The thing of evil! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Go through the door! Oh. Yeah, run away, bugs. These things are afraid of the lantern. Okay, just run! Run! Okay. This is not looking good for me. I don't have any fairies or healing or anything. Okay, just book it over. There we go. So, okay. I think I made it to the point where I need to. All right. Run away and just don't. Dang it. All right, how far am I being sent? Retry, and where am I respawning? Please don't be too far. Okay, this is fine. I can work with this. Don't! Why did you pick up the skull, Link? Oh my gosh. And this is why Midna is the brains of the bunch. Can I blow up these things? No, I actually have to knock them down? Really? That's lame. Well, at least I don't have to take out its... at least I don't have to take out its brother again. Get out of the quicksand. Thank you. Alright, so... where... now? Oh, I see another, No, I meant to roll. Why do you keep picking up skulls, Link? Why? Do you just have a fascination with them? Do you just collect them? Is that what's in your basement, Link? It's just a bunch of skulls? If so, that's just sick, man. You're sick. Alright, so... far enough distance? Dang it! Missed both times. But will you follow me over the quicksand? Yes, that's a good style pose. Okay. Blow that up. All right. Let's climb out of that pit and dodge these things. It's too bad you can't really do a shield crouch like in other Zelda game, like in other 3D Zelda games, to dodge that thing. Because I feel like that would have made that section a lot easier. Yeah. I did things the hard way. I think you were supposed to use the claw shot, but I did things the hard way. All right, here we go. Time for the mini boss. Meet the mini-boss of the Arbiter's grounds, Death Sword. This thing is implied to be what Ganondorf wielded back in Ocarina of Time. Like, he wielded this thing during the Gerudo War. Or what he would have wielded a long time ago. It is also said to have been created by, I'm blanking on his name, but one of the blacksmiths that appeared in Majora's Mask. Okay, I think I need to actually wolf sense it. No, 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 no. There we go, made it visible. And from here, I can attack it as a human. Okay, so turn the combo off because I want to fight this thing with arrows. Don't. So I want to follow along. Got it. Stab, 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 stab. All right. What do you say, big guy? You want to try again? Oh, I have to shoot it down again. All right, no problem. All right, hit it and die, die. Okay. Nope, not claw shot, bow. All right, looks like we're going back to wolf to make this thing visible again. Okay, that is one thing I like about the Arbiter's grounds. It does bring in the wolfling. It brings in wolfling a lot more. In fact, even more so than a lot of the later dungeons do. This is probably the most balanced out of the two of them when it comes to using wolf and human link. Okay, so dodge and hiya. There we go. We defeated Death Sword. And let us go collect our prize. I got the thing! You got the spinner! Yep, we've got ourselves a friggin' Beyblade as an item. And basically, it allows us to float over things. So, all that quicksand that I was struggling with, not a problem. Beyblade, let it rip. And yep, we can ride along in the rail grinds and just float around. What's nice too is this thing isn't just for puzzles or platforming. This thing actually does have some combat capabilities. It does the same damage as the Ordon sword does, believe it or not. So this thing does have legit combat utility. No! Wait, I saw arrows. No! That sent me back a while, didn't it? Great! I had to run this thing all over again. So yeah, this thing is pretty dang useful. As long as you have momentum, you can keep going as much as you want. And it can float over pretty much every surface in the game. However, it does have some limitations as to how long you can stay on it. And again, it depends on how much momentum you have built up. Alright, so. Over here and right along. Nope. Jump across and there we go. That's better. Yeah, spinner is probably the most underrated item in the entirety of Twilight Princess, and I wish that Nintendo would bring it back at some point. So I think it would be so much fun to try this thing out in other Zelda games. Light this thing up. Down. And what's in this chest? Ooh, piece of heart. Yes, I needed a heal. Thank you, game. So I'll ride this. Hopefully avoid it. Thank you. Hop across. Hop. Right this thing up. Yeah, it's just so much fun to ride this thing around. This thing is a blast. In fact, one of my favorite challenges to try and do with this thing is see how long I can make every second with this thing last. Like how long I can do one continuous thing with the spinner. Of course, I'm gonna stop right here because I see a treasure chest as soon as I can open it. Of course, it has a me first stamp, but whatever.
Well, that worked out in my favor. I did not mean to do the mortal draw, but it worked.
Okay, that was good. That was good. All right, anyways. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is just see how long I can make one, like, action with the spinner last. All right. And
I got the big key.
write this along and
Continually hump the ground.
seriously, that's what it looks like Link is doing whenever he's doing this kind of thing with the spinner. I don't know whose idea it was in the animation team to do that, but it's weird. But on the other hand, this does give an interesting lore implication as to what the spinner is. And I believe the spinner is a key. It's meant to unlock different mechanisms within the Arbiter's grounds. It's not so much a weapon as much as just a tool. It's a key. Which makes it a way more interesting item than most of the other stuff that we encounter in this game. Which is just simple weapons or tools. So launch myself. Wow, that had like no momentum. Wow. And of course I can't use it because I have like no momentum to get it going. No, get out of the, thank you. All right, so once again, fly on up this thing. And now. Dang it. What is the point of this thing? I thought it would be a nice way to like return to that point in the quicksand over there. And I drowned in the quicksand. Great. And it spawned me right back where the big key was. Okay. See, not that way. This way. So I want to try and launch off so I can get into that. Maybe from here? Oh, just barely made it. I think I was supposed to use the spinner here, but I struggled a little too much with it. So just constantly hump, activate the fire. And that activates this thing, which will lead me up to the boss room. At least I think. Yep. Okay, and if I am not mistaken, one of these should have a fairy in there. Come on. Come on. Will you? No? Really? No fairy? Oh, that's kind of lame. All right. My big suggestion to you: make a duplicate save file for just this moment. Trust me. still live. How astonishing. But this is truly a bittersweet reunion. Truly. For I fear this is the last time I will see you alive. By the way, I was not pressing A. It just automatically scrolled like that. Welcome to the best boss in Twilight Princess and one of the best bosses in any Zelda game. Twilight Fossil Star-Lord. Why is it the best boss fight? Because it uses a spinner. Jump off and avoid these metal soldiers that'll block the... Wow, I got tripped up by a blade trap there. Twice. Man, these blade traps are good at tripping me. Alright. Hopefully now I can avoid some blade traps. Avoid its fire breath and go! Come on. Hit! Dig it! You're supposed to hit the spinner button as soon as you get to its spinal column. But I just missed the timing on it, just barely. Got it! Oh, my spine! Why? Alright, just gotta wait to get fast enough until I can get behind it. Dang it! But yeah, for every phase that passes by, more of these soldiers will spawn in and will try to block your path. Gotcha! Alright, one more round ought to do it. Can I get out? Can I get out, please? Thankfully, these soldiers don't do anything. It's mainly Star-Lord and these blade traps that do damage to you. Alright, so jump off so I can avoid the blade traps. Go! Alright. Oh yeah, you can do damage against against these soldiers. I forgot. Alright. Back up! Come on. A little bit more momentum. Hitting the jump button does give you a tiny bit more momentum, but not much. Okay, okay. Back up, back up, back up. Alright, so... Go! What? Go! Dang it, I missed. Go! Go! Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Go! Oh, multi-hit combo, yeah! So satisfying. Go! Alright. Go! Minta, do you have anything to say about this? Is he dead? Somehow I don't feel very relieved by this. Alright, let's activate this little pillar so I can rise up. And now for the real fun part of the boss fight. Shove. Right up in the middle, and with an awesome remix of one of the boss themes from Ocarina of Time playing, we have to chase this thing down with the spinner, while also dodging any and all attacks it may throw at us. Dodge! 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 Ah! Dang it! But yeah, once you get close enough, you hit it and then you strike at the sword. It sent me all the way. Oh. So I have to do the first half again, okay. Oh, well, that's fine. I love this boss. Can't skip, but can I at least skip ahead when it comes to the dialogue thing? Yes, I can. Okay. Let's go. Gotcha. All right, hopefully I can dodge the fire breath. Good. Okay, go. Hit number 2. Yeah, these plane drafts are surprisingly really good at tripping me. Go! Alright, back up and go! Go! There we go! Wow, that went pretty smooth, actually. Can't skip. Can you get to a point where I can skip? No, I have to rewatch this whole thing again. Okay. Okay, activate the pillar thing again. Again, can't skip for some reason. I don't know why. Shove. All right, here we go. Attempt number 2. Dodge. 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 Gotcha. Jump attack, jump attack, jump attack, jump attack, jump attack. Wow, I am getting so many good hits on this guy. All right, next round. This time complete with traps that we need to dodge. So dodge that and that. Go. So yeah, stay as much to the center as possible because going outside is actually slower. So you want to stay as close to the center as possible. Alright, it's going to be very tricky to do with only one heart. Hopefully things don't go wrong. Go! Dodge! Go! 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 No finisher on this boss, which is a little tragic, but otherwise S-tier boss fight. I didn't realize Zan's sword had a cardiovascular system. All right, my dude, let's go. We're this close to the mirror Twilight. And that makes 9 heart containers, I think. Do you want to save? Yes, I would. Climb our way up to... Well, if I can get to it fast enough. Welcome to the mirror chamber. Plop them down. 5 enemies this time. Oh, you're stepping up the ante. I like it. Hey, big guy. Want to come over? Come on. Come on. You too, big guy. Hey, you too. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Dang it. There we go. And now we have quick and easy access to the mirror chamber whenever we need to. Right this thing up to the statue. Kind of classy that the rail grind is on the snake. And there we go. Let's unlock the mirror. Again, it kind of builds on the idea that the spinner is more of a key than just a tool or weapon. A dark entity lurks in the twilight. It houses an evil power. You who are guided by fate, you possess the crest of the goddesses. Hear us. At the command of the goddesses, we sages have guarded the Mirror Twilight since ancient times. You seek it, but the Mirror Twilight has been fragmented by mighty magic. That magic is a dark power that only he possesses. His name is Ganondorf. He was a leader of a band of thieves who invaded Hyrule in the hopes of establishing dominion over the sacred realm. He was known as a demon thief, an evil magic wielder renowned for his ruthlessness. But he was blind. In all of his fury and might, he was blind to any danger, and thus was he exposed, subdued, and brought to justice. Definitely earned its T rating. Yet. By some divine prank, he too had been blessed with the chosen power of the gods. His abiding hatred and lust for power turned to purest malice. Perhaps that evil power has been passed on to Zant. You're just now figuring out where Zant got his power? It's far too late.
Only the true leader of the Twilight can utterly destroy the Mirror of Twilight, so Zant could merely break it into pieces. Once broken by magic, the Mirror of Twilight becomes fragments, which even now lie hidden across the land of Hyrule. One is in the snowy mountain heights. One is in an ancient grove. And one is in the heavens. You who have been sent by the goddesses, you should be able to gather the three pieces. But you must be prepared, for a dangerous power resides in those fragments.
We have our next objective. And next time on Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we make our way to the snowy mountains where the next mirror shard resides. So, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and wanted to thank you all for being here and for watching, even if you're only lurking. And yeah, just as a quick reminder, tomorrow is more Pokemon Black, where I'll be continuing with the post-game. And then, after that, it'll be just a normal schedule for next week as well. So, Wednesday, we'll be continuing Kingdom Hearts, and then Friday, we'll be continuing Twilight Princess, and depending on how far into the post-game I get with Pokemon Black, I may continue it, or I'll play something else. It really just depends on how far I get into Pokemon Black. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that jazz. And yeah, stay safe, and you'll have a good rest of your day. This is Chronofahx, signing out.